So the first thing we do when we take the loader off is fold these legs down. They're held on by a little pin. So you take the little R-clip. Handy to use a little pair of pliers or something to do it, but you don't have to, you can do it by hand. Makes it a bit quicker. Put the R-clip on, back on the other side for safety. That's that side done, here's the other side. So our legs are on nice and safely now. Next thing to do is to take out the locking pins on the actual loader itself. One on this side, one on this side. Now the loader will be safe in the air like that until you put it on the ground, and then the locking mechanism will unblock itself. So you're safe to take those out with the loader in the air. So now we're going to start the tractor. Power down. Until the legs just touch the ground. Until the legs just touch the ground. And then you want your bucket, that's level on the ground, you want your bucket a few inches off the ground. Power the loader forward, and it'll just come off. So you needed the bucket a tiny bit off the ground to give it enough movement to be able to pull the loader off. So then turn your tractor off. You should then be able to depressurize the loader, and you can see it'll just stand with a bucket on. It'll stand on its legs perfectly safely without any pressure in the loader. And then when you've got no pressure in the loader, you can take your quick release couplings out. And then this little feature here on the loader is to just store those safely. So there, they can be stored for later. And you'll notice that they're colour coded, these, so you can't get them wrong. There's colour codings on these that you can see. You'll lose a little bit of oil as you do it, but that's just normal. And then if you put the colour coded little caps back on when you take the loader off, then it will protect the whole hydraulic system from getting dust and dirt inside it. So that's it then. So start your tractor again. Reverse out, and then you're away with a normal setup on the tractor. What I always do is just store these the loader pins back in the loader so you don't lose them for next time. That will sit on its own. You can see that is perfectly safe to sit there. It's all mechanical. It'll sit there perfectly happy in the corner of the yard until you're ready to use it next. And now you've lost the weight off the front of the tractor, so if you want to use it for mowing or something, you don't have all that extra weight on it whilst you're using it. So now, just to show you the reverse, is we'll put it all back on. So drive your tractor up until effectively you've got enough distance to get the hydraulics connected up. Disconnect all of your hydraulic fittings. Important again with the ignition off, just to depressurize the valve, otherwise you get some additional pressure in the valve which will make it difficult. If the loader's left in the sun for a while, it can pressurize one of the lines. If you do that, and if you just get something to just press the end, you can press it against here, say, it'll let a little bit of oil out to depressurize it before you put it back together. Now here, colour coded, so my advice is always to start at the bottom first. So the green one in here. White one at the top. That one there. Our next little job is to take the pins, the locking pins, out of both sides of the loader. So they're ready to mate. Now, what we're trying to do, if you want to come around this side, what we're trying to do, the idea of putting the loader back in, is we're trying to get this part here to basically sit into that cup there, and that's all we're trying to do. And what we can do is, with a combination of driving forwards and using the hydraulics that we've now connected up on the loader, we'll be able to get that to sit in. Drive into position. Good on both sides. We then lift the loader to a sensible height. Turn the tractor off again. And now we want to fold the legs up. In fact, first of all, let's put these pins in. That will make it absolutely secure. Pins both sides. And then we just fold these legs back up. So we fold up the leg on this side, put the little pin back in, fold up the leg on this side, put this little pin back in. And that is basically, now your loader's all back on safely, and you can use it as normal. One other thing to point out on this particular loader is that it's got an override valve for the bucket. So there's a little valve on it there, which means if you've got your bucket hands fully out and you lift it in the air, then of course it can't keep it level. So it's basically overriding, it's allowing those top ramps to compress. The implication of that is it gives you a better dump angle and a better crowd angle at the bottom and the top of the loader than it would do without that valve on it. Some cheaper loaders don't have the valve.